started. There it is. YouTube is up as well. What's up, guys? Justin R. Harris here, back with another business scenarios solved. Clicking the button over here. Make sure we get live like we're supposed to, right? And drop these jewels on you based on the Daily Drucker. You guys know what this is. 366 days. We're going to keep banging it out, okay? We are on episode, I think this is 137, and we have another 123 to go. I don't know. I'm not even counting. I am counting, but I'm not counting right now because I'm talking to you about more episodes. It's all business, okay? At the end of the day, it just is what it is. I like this one. We're really, gonna cover it's a quick topic. It's really not long. I'm really just dragging it out because I don't want it to be that short because it makes too much sense. It just really does. Compensation misconception. It's, I don't know. Like, subscribe, follow so I can dig right in. I don't want to waste more time. It's the end of the day. It's a great topic and I don't want to miss this information for you guys. Let's just get right into it. Bam. Here it is. So, money is the quantitative judgment of compensation. Money is the quantitative judgment in compensation. Can't explain that anymore. So, what do I mean by that? So, at the end of the day, people are compensated based on their performance. And the first thing that comes to mind in compensation is money. But that can easily be misconstrued because that is not the only way to reward for compensation. And it can reward sometimes the wrong behavior with compensation. Compensation is typically only translated as how am I being paid monetarily? But that's not the only reward. What we also forget sometimes is that reward with compensation is also it's in regards to, obviously, we're talking about the performance that someone is putting into something and the performance therein that results in the success of your company, corporation, or what have you, right? People immediately think of the compensation of the money, but essentially it's not just that. It's also in other types of benefits, other types of, I guess you can do it where it comes to raises, obviously, in not just money, but in position, right? So when you hear raise, I just gave another term right there, raise, and people automatically think raise is a monetary thing. Or what about a raise in the fact that your status goes up, right? So you have your status going up with the compensation of the work that you've been done, right? You are compensated in time off from work, right? You're compensated in work stress, right? Maybe you have so much work that you've achieved a certain level that I delegate another employee to work under you to relieve some of that because you've shown me that if I allow you to dial more in on your focus, you're going to be that much more productive for me. So I compensate you in that way. Compensation of time is more valuable than money, I would say. I want to quote what he says right here. He goes, even the best plan will still disorganize as well as organize, misdirect as well as direct, and encourage the wrong as well as the right behavior, right? It says it should be for compensation systems that allow judgment to be used and that enable pay to be fitted to the job of the individual rather than impose one formula on everybody. All one can do is to watch lest the compensation system reward the wrong behavior, emphasize the wrong results, and direct people away from performance for the common good. Right? How you helped that company get to their maximum goal, and I compensate you for that, but you did it in an unethical manner. I could be rewarding you for something. We've all seen it before. You could be getting rewarded for it, but your fellow employees saw how you achieved that goal and they're like, man, he did it kind of dirty. You didn't know where I was going with this until I said that. But I'm sure a lot of you now can reflect back and be like, wait a minute. Oh, he's right. I didn't know where Justin was going with this. He was kind of circling around, but I get it. So we've all seen it. We've all been there. We've all done that. I'll give you another example. And this is my 9-to-5 employee conversation, right? You're working 9 to 5. You make an hourly pay, okay? You bust your butt. You're killing it. The person beside you, they take the smoke break every 5 minutes, right? You guys both make exactly the same pay. That person gets rewarded one day because you take a day off and they happen to be present. And you're upset because you missed that day for whatever reason. It could have been something simple like a doctor's appointment. You legitimately could not be there that day. That person was present. You and that person know that that person unethically does their job, and you do it to a T. And that next day, they're rewarded and you're not, because they happen to have been present and worked a little more that day because you weren't there, and they got the reward, the compensation. You see how that gets reversed? So great conversation to have. Makes a lot of people upset, but you know what? It's reality. I'm not saying you could never take time off. You just have to be smart about it and learn to play the game. There it is. I see you.